Well, I didn't think it'd be time once more for latest finds. Now, latest find 16, but friends were in town again, and also some other stuff happened recently, including a upload you're probably going to see later tonight that trying out some help from some other 78ers and all for cleaning up audio and whatnot, and just trying to think that out. But all that culminated with me getting a lot more records recently, so I'm going to show them off. Starting with this one here, Show Me the Way to Go Home. This one here, um, ever since I found out about it back in 2018, it's like, I'll keep my eye out for it. And it's like, saw it a couple of times, it's like, why not get it finally? 1925, and it was through finding out this record that I found Eddie's channel, which I believe. One of the people I was with, D-Fan, on YouTube, um, there was a George Hall record of Way Back Home, a song from Fallout that the song itself was. I was like, okay, I'm going to get this. And it's like, I'll trade you this for that. It's like, well, this is an Osbourne one that I've not seen before. Hey Young Fella, and um, well, this is Conqueror, so yeah, several side something where it's like one side and the other side is something else. But yeah, Frank Daly and his Stop and Grow Orchestra. Frank Daly had the famous Meadowbrook in New Jersey, and singer here is Barbara Bush, who she was with Osborne's band after this after her time with Frank Daly, and also with Jack Teagarden for a little while there. Well, Jingle Bells, yeah. So probably not gonna be hearing this record until around Christmas time or whatnot. Acetate here, cause why not? She's got about like a third of my library in this crate. Just about that much right there is all my acetates. And that'll be this one too once I transfer this one. It's a single-sided one though, and it's flaking. So yeah, I gotta get to that here sooner rather than later. Um, Bing Crosby, 1-2 Button Your Shoe from 36. Not heard it, but I know the song is really great. 720 in the books. Perhaps the biggest hit for Jan Savitt and his orchestra was Bon Bon, black vocalist in a white band. Great stuff, charming all around. I've always loved Teddy Powell for years. Like, why not get another one of his? Been on the lookout for him for a while. Another band that was broken up basically because of, well, well, not broken up, but it was extremely heavily hit hard by the Petrillo band, the first one back in 42 to 44. Jacques Renard, because Jacques Renard is really good. This is a really good one there. So nice to hear how that one sounds. And that was all there at one location, as well as with this one here, at one where stuff was like about $1 or 50 cents each, depending on the day. Including finally getting around to getting something by Bunny Berrigan himself. So that will be nice to hear. I know trombonology erstwhile will definitely chew my ear off about Bunny Berrigan, and I cannot wait for that. Finally, decided to get something for the crowd of folks that come around here that like foreign stuff. This is Scandinavian, so that could be anything from well, I don't. Okay, it just says Sweden right there, so there's some Swedish stuff for you at some point. And the king here, the Charlie Fuqua's Ink Spots group, not the original Ink Spots one, except for Charlie Fuqua was an original member. So this is a different group that after the other one formed. Don't really like changing partners all that much, but Stranger in Paradise gotta be the best version of that song I've ever heard by them. Like, is by them. Found some Bix here. Some Bixieland jazz right here of Paul Whiteman and his orchestra with Sugar and with from Monday On. I think this is take 4, I'm not sure. But man, it is amazing. I really love that song by them. Then a CCCP, which is Russian, and I only have that one album that the CCCP from like the early '50s, the Georg Otts. And judging from how that's really great, this probably is pretty good too. No idea where this is from as well. And then also, lastly, this one here, Fats Waller. So I know Joseph T. Porter will probably give me an earful about this one too. Please, I heavily encourage it if you're watching it. Please do give me an earful about that. But there's also a couple others that I got more recently too. Got this stuff as well. A couple weeks ago, I went into Bananas. Well, about a week ago, went into Bananas, and that's how I found out. Talking to Tyler about stuff, and realized that hey, he's coming down here. But at the time, I just got a couple of these records here, including an acetate that I'm going to be putting up hopefully tonight, if not tomorrow. That I'm sure you guys will love to hear. But other than that, like. Well, this one here, I don't know anything about Carl and Hardy, but 51 beers and Let's All Have Another Beer. Sounds like probably really good titles. It just can't pass that up. Art Castle, never had an Art Castle thing before, and a Bluebird is sleeve, and yellow Bluebird as well, even though it's in bad condition. The AMP Gypsies from the AMP stores. If you guys want some really good AMP store media, cannot recommend enough John Updike's AMP poem or short reading. The guy explains like the way of like writing things so descriptively, unlike anything I've ever heard. But man, is around like 1961 or 62, whenever that story was written. Highly, highly, highly recommend looking it up. John Updike, the name, the AMP store. Then Irene Audrey and Emily Earl, along with Alan McQuay. People that I've seen and listened before, but have never heard anything by them. And aside from that, acetate, this being the last record there, being Landon's Arcadians, My Sweetie Went Away. So yeah, let me know of these, what you want to hear first, and also from the other latest finds as well that I haven't completely done stuff with yet, as still getting new to transferring stuff, but I am slowly working on through there. But yeah, just let me know which of this you want to hear first, or other ones that you do want to hear. All these will eventually throughout time end up getting up on my channel one way or another. That's about it. This is C. Porter. I'll see you guys around.